What's the vibe? It's your boy Zebo. I'm back with another video, and I'm bringing you 5 Lattafa fragrances from my collection that, I kind of vibe with. Some of them I vibe with heavier than others, but it is what it is. Majority of these fragrances that, we'll be talking about came from Burlington. That's just, what it is. I got these fragrances from Burlington. And this order is not, no ranking. It's not, which one is better than the next. However, I will favor, some of these fragrances because they just have that it factor over other ones. But first fragrance I'm going to jump into is Lattafa's Jasur. This fragrance, I actually bought 2 of these. After the first one, I doubled back and grabbed the second one. It was just that, it was just the whole smell behind that fragrance that actually had me just grab another one. Could be the green apple and the bergamot in the top, or just like the tobacco. To me, tobacco in a fragrance is not, tobacco heavy. I really enjoy tobacco fragrances as long as they're not just too tobacco heavy, But with this one, it's heavy on the apple. And that's like the theme. That's what this fragrance is pretty much riding on. And everything else is just to balance it out and give it, that smooth, silky kind of vibe. But when I smell this fragrance, that apple is more so like a green taffy apple. That's the kind of vibe that I get from it. Like, you definitely gonna get that apple up top. And if that's not something that you want to smell like, you might don't want to touch that, because it is a apple-based fragrance. Kind of sweet, but not too much, because again, the tobacco, the vetiver in there, it kind of balances it out, but it is like an apple themed fragrance. So my next fragrance is my Sharabi. Got this from Burlington. I really was taking a chance on it, had never heard about it, but the moment that I grabbed it, brought it back, put that boy in the air, started wearing it, I just really vibed with it. Now this fragrance, it's apple, shisha accord, pink pepper, again, tobacco in the middle notes, cinnamon, dates, oud, smoke. Like, this thing it just has like a blend and a mixture to it that a lot of, Lattafa fragrances don't have. Like, this has that signature note to it. Like, it's a beautiful fragrance. It's something that's gonna, stand out. It's unique. It's gonna have you, smelling a little different from what everybody else traditionally lean toward, unless, they go to Burlington or watch these videos and they're aware about this fragrance. Beautiful fragrance. Probably one of my favorites, and it could be because, these two, what I'm starting out with is like the two that I kind of lean towards a lot. So this next fragrance is Mahir Black. This thing, it didn't get as much respect as it should have. In my opinion, the Black Edition out of the Mahir collection is the best one to me. It's just something about it. It has this, and it doesn't have any incense or any like smoky style notes in the fragrance, but it has that vibe to it. So it has the black pepper, pink pepper, saffron, Lebanon, leather, Siac wood, Gaiac wood. It just has so much in it, mainly woody accords. But like I said, it has like a smoky vibe. If that's something that you're looking for, it definitely gives you that smooth, dark kind of vibe to it. You feel more so like you in that mode, you know, all black, you know, just a night fragrance, you know, beautiful fragrance. Again, this is one that I lean to, and I picked this one out of its line because it's just something different. It has a whole different vibe. And that tends to be what I kind of lean towards with these fragrances. A lot of the times I will grab Lattafa Fragrances, and if they, you know, are kind of like related in DNA or have that scent profile that, you know, is related to other fragrances, you know, I kind of, you know, shy away from. That's not to say I don't like them or I don't enjoy them, which I do, because I believe that Lattafa puts out heat. Lattafa put heat out. But the ones that has these different profiles give the fragrance a different meaning to me and the way that I want to smell. I don't want to smell like, you know, just the typical smell. Like, there are some fragrances that you put in the air and you just be like, okay, all right, that's cool. You know, I lean towards those fragrances that I put in the air and I'll be like, damn, now, okay, all right. It's a little different. It's a little complex, you know, so I lean toward those fragrances. A lot of the time, those fragrances, they kind of, you know, differ on your skin. So the way that they smell in the air or on somebody else may not smell the same way on you. These just work for me. So we're going to jump into this next one, which is, and everybody should be familiar with this fragrance because this joint here has been in Burlington for a nice little minute now. I've had it for a while. Probably when it first came to Burlington, didn't even have a clue what it was or how it looked. I just went for it, pulled the trigger on it, and love it. This is Eternal Oud. Eternal Oud, which I know that you all are familiar with this fragrance. If not, I know for a fact that you've seen it. If you haven't smelled it, you've seen it sitting on those shelves. This fragrance, it's a very different kind of fragrance. Plum note, grapefruit, orchard. It has benzoin, amber, tonka bean. Ooh, the combination in this thing is just, it seems like they were just trying to see what kind of smell they would come up with by mixing these different, you know, accords in this fragrance. It's not often that you find fragrances with these type of, you know, collaborations of accords. But I will say this, they mixed it, you know, perfectly, because it's definitely a beautiful smell, a fragrance that I added to my collection. I love it. You can see I've been, you know, kind of putting some work in on it. I got it last year, and it was leading up to spring, so I didn't have the full time to really enjoy it the way that I wanted to. But this year, I'm definitely gonna put my foot in it. And off the top, you get the fruity aspect of it, like the woods and you know, the base notes are pretty much hidden inside of the fragrance, like they're playing the background pretty much. But again, it's a beautiful blend. Um, those notes are just, well mixed together. The plum aspect of it, I don't really get a lot of plum, from this fragrance. You do get a hint of the plum, but it's not one of your fragrances that, if you like really love plum fragrances, where that plum is just gonna sit out and you just gonna be able to identify right off the bat. It's not that. It's definitely not that. But you do get the plum accord in there. Like, you really do get it. But there's other things inside this fragrance that you do get mixed in, and it makes it a perfect blend. And it's something that, it's an easy wear. It's an easy wear. It's not, all of these are pretty much easy wears, even though, they have their complexities to them, the different smells, the different, vibes connected to them. They're still all easy wears. I would recommend, and these are Lattafas that I would recommend. Like, these are Lattafas that I would say, hey, they're staples. They're representatives of the brand. I don't know about, other views on these fragrances, but in my opinion, definitely staple fragrances. These are some of the ones that put Lattafa on the map, These are some of the ones that really stepped it up, with the exception of this guy right here. This guy does not get as much love as he should. Now, him, highly spoken of. Highly spoken of. Now we'll go into the last one of my 5. And it's very good. I like it. It didn't live up to the hype though, but it's a good smelling fragrance. I'm glad I added it to my collection. Will I go out and grab it again? Maybe, maybe not. But this fragrance is Assad's Bourbon. Now, the hype behind this fragrance is probably what makes me feel the way that I feel about this fragrance. This thing was gassed up. It was gassed up so much that when I got it and brought it back, I was a little like, damn, that's it. I was like, it gotta be more, but it wasn't. That was it. So in this fragrance, you get lavender, marabelle, pink pepper, cacao, nutmeg, davina, bourbon, vanilla, amber, and vetiver. This fragrance has to be blended so well that I don't get any of anything. I just get a mixture of accords. It is, a strong fragrance, but it just have a basic smell to me. I mean, it smells good, but it's not something that I find that's just over the top. Lattafa does have these creations that are just standouts. This is not a standout fragrance to me. It smells good. I don't want to knock it because it is a good fragrance. Very beautiful. Smells good. And I think that is one of the problems that I have with fragrances. And I don't know if you guys have the same problem that I have sometimes with these fragrances. You know, you'll have so many different fragrances, especially from Lattafa, that you'll kind of pit them against each other, or you would, you know, and I don't like to have like rankings, because that's difficult for me to do, because I try to like look at each fragrance for what it is. So I try not to do that. However, sometimes fragrances fall short due to other fragrances from the line that stand out a little bit more. I think just the expectation of this fragrance was so high for me that it just didn't live up to the expectation, which is me. It may be all that to the next person, but to me, it just didn't live up to the hype. Beautiful fragrance though. I do wear it. I do enjoy it. And it is a very beautiful smelling fragrance. It just didn't live up to the hype. But it is one that is in my collection, and I am glad that I have it in my collection. Again, I'm not going to rate these, but if I had to, this is just hypothetical, just for the sake of us just building. I'm gonna throw a I'm not even gonna, you make your own decision. So there it is. I ain't said nothing. I just showed y'all. It is what it is. Hey, it's your boy Zebo. I'm gonna get up out of here. Like the video. Jump in the comment. Out of all 5, tell me which one do you like the most, which one you like the least. And if you got time, jump in there and, you know, rank them. Tell me which one you feel like. If you feel like I was tripping and, you know, a side bourbon should have been #1, let your boy know. Share, you know, the whole 9. I'm going to get up out of here. Peace.